As the world spins faster, demanding more and hurling chaos from every direction, most men seek peace in fleeting distractions. They crave comfort when they should forge resilience. They dodge pain when they must learn its lessons. They flee the storm when they need to stand tall within it. Picture Marcus Aurelius, the most powerful man of his time, not lounging in luxury, but battling wars, plagues, and personal loss. He wrote, "You control your mind, not the chaos around you. Master this, and strength is yours." His words weren't born from ease, but from a life tested by fire. Yet, he found an unbreakable core within himself. That's what I want for you. In this video, I'll share 8 practical exercises, not empty pep talks or quick fixes, but time-tested principles to stop crumbling under pressure and start turning it into power. These ideas have lifted men not just past stress, but to greater heights. The man you are right now, carrying your burdens, already holds the spark to become unbreakable. You don't need perfect conditions. You don't wait for the storm to pass. The storm is your path. Struggle is your forge. And pain is your teacher. But here's the truth. Knowledge without action is just noise. So, I need you to do more than listen. Like this video, if you're ready to commit to change, comment with the pressure you're fighting. Your honesty might lift another man. Share this with someone who needs it. Subscribe and walk this path with me. Every part of this video matters. Take a deep breath. We're about to forge something unbreakable. Write in the comments, "I refuse to fall. I'm becoming unstoppable." First, don't just cope. Own your darkness. Most men waste their lives dodging stress, fear, and pain, building habits to distract or escape. But the truth is, coping is survival mode. Mastering is transformation. Seneca, exiled, betrayed, and shadowed by death, wrote, "Hardship forges the mind as labor shapes the body." He wasn't preaching ease. He was teaching strength. He knew adversity isn't to be managed, but mastered. When stress crashes into your life, and it will, your instinct might be to dodge, numb, or wish it away. That instinct weakens you. Your darkness isn't the enemy. It's the forge. Recall the last time life pushed you to the edge. A crushing deadline. A shattered relationship. A moment you stood on the brink. Yet, you're still here. In that fire, you found something, a strength you didn't know you had. Clarity, focus, power. That wasn't luck. That was you, under pressure, becoming a sharper version of yourself. Mastering darkness doesn't mean ignoring pain. It means wielding it. Shift from, "Why is this happening to me?" to, "What is this teaching me?" when you feel overwhelmed. Chest tight, thoughts racing, fear rising. Pause. Breathe deeply 3 times. Then ask, what's the lesson here? It might be time to face a truth you've dodged. It might be time to change your approach. Whatever it is, see it as data, not punishment. The Stoics practiced memento mori, reflecting on death not to gloom but to awaken. Knowing time is finite turns every struggle into a test of character. Don't just survive the storm, command it. Face your darkness and let it sharpen you into something unbreakable. Write in the comments, "I master my darkness and turn every challenge into strength." Second, control your first thought. Silence the weak voice within. Most men believe the voice in their head is them. They trust every thought. It whispers, That's a dangerous illusion. Marcus Aurelius wrestled with this too. In his private writings, he urged himself, confine yourself to the present. He knew most of our suffering comes not from reality but from the stories we tell ourselves about it. That voice in your head isn't your ally. It evolved to spot threats, to keep you safe. But in today's world, where growth is the measure, that voice becomes a cage. It whispers, I can't handle this. This is too hard. What if I fail? Others are better than me. This shouldn't be happening. Those aren't truths. They're programming, weakness in disguise. But here's what most miss: you aren't that voice. You're the one hearing it. And the listener has power. The first thought matters because it sets the tone for everything that follows. When stress hits, your brain fires a quick, automatic, emotional thought. But between stimulus and response lies a gap. In that gap is your freedom to choose. Here's your exercise. When pressure strikes, catch that first thought. Don't react, just notice it. There's the voice saying, I'm not enough. Pause it. Then choose a better thought. Not false positivity, but something true, useful, and strong. I'm learning to master this. This is making me tougher. What if I rise instead of fall? What if this is my turning point? The Stoics practiced this daily. Today, we call it reframing. They called it mastering the mind, because how you interpret events shapes them. This isn't denying pain. It's refusing to let pain write your story, become the editor of your thoughts, not their prisoner. That inner voice has run wild for years. It's time to fire it and hire a stronger one. Write in the comments, I control my thoughts, and choose strength. Third, wield solitude as a weapon, not a prison. Connection is human, vital, but relying on others to manage your emotions is a trap. Seneca, alone in exile, wrote, true happiness is enjoying the present without anxious dependence on the future. He found truth in solitude, not distraction. Solitude scares men because it strips away distractions, cushions, and excuses. No one to blame, no one to lean on. That's terrifying. But here's what most miss: solitude is where legends are forged. It's where you meet the raw, unfiltered you, unseen and uncheered. Think of great men, the writer alone with his thoughts, the athlete training while the world sleeps, the entrepreneur building while others party, the student studying while friends scroll. Solitude isn't absence, it's self-reliance in its purest form. The difference between prison and weapon is intent. Imposed isolation is a cage, lonely, bitter, suffocating. Chosen solitude is a blade, sharp, clear, empowering. Start small. Spend 1 hour daily in deliberate solitude. No phone, no music, no noisy. Just you and your thoughts. At first, your mind will scream to escape. That discomfort is the fire forging your resilience. On the other side is a man who needs no validation, no constant noise to feel alive, who stands tall alone because he's learned to value himself. Use solitude to audit your life. What's working, what isn't? What truths are you dodging? What dreams await your fight? The strongest men don't fear solitude. They crave it as a sanctuary, a source of power. Your isolation isn't a flaw, it's a gift, a chance to build something unbreakable within. Don't flee it, wield it. Fourth, train under pressure. Never wait for calm. Most men treat pressure as the enemy, waiting for the storm to pass before growing. They delay dreams until life eases. They save good habits for when time abounds. They say, "I'll be strong when strength isn't needed." That mindset keeps them weak. Epictetus, born a slave, could have waited for freedom to grow. Instead, he used every hardship as a training ground. He said, "Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it." He didn't wait for perfect conditions to think like a free man. He forged his mind in chains. Pressure isn't the opposite of growth. It's the crucible. Just as muscles grow through strain, your character grows through challenge. The pressure you resist is the raw material your spirit needs. Here's how to train under it. When work overwhelms, practice calm. When money's tight, practice gratitude. When criticized, practice letting go. When exhausted, practice discipline. Most men do the opposite. Under stress, they drop good habits. Tired, they skip workouts. Anxious, they avoid hard talks. Overwhelmed, they neglect self-care. Champions see it differently. They know the fight isn't won in perfect practice, but in the final moments when everything's at stake. They don't compete despite pressure. They thrive because of it. Redefine every stressful moment as training. Traffic jams, practice patience. Annoying colleague, practice emotional control. See stress as training, not torture. Your nervous system calms when you view it this way. You stop being a victim of circumstance and start learning from life. Here's your rule: never waste a crisis. Never waste pressure. Never waste hardship. Use every challenge to become the man you aspire to be. Men who thrive under pressure aren't lucky. They're forged through years of turning setbacks into opportunities. Pressure points into power. Don't wait for perfect conditions to be great. Start building resilience now, with what you have. Write in the comments, "I train under pressure and grow stronger." Fifth, let pain pay its rent. Turn every blow into strength. Pain will come, invited or not. The real question isn't whether you'll face failure, betrayal, or loss. It's whether you'll let pain squat in your mind or make it earn its keep by forging something useful. Marcus Aurelius saw obstacles as stepping stones. He said, "What stands in the way becomes the way." He didn't just endure pain, he turned it into wisdom that guides us 2 millennia later. Most men let pain shrink them, wearing it like a badge, defining themselves by what happened, not how they rose. They become professional victims, cloaking wounds as armor, but that armor makes them fragile. There's another path, for the unbreakable. When pain strikes, don't deny it, don't downplay it, and never let it settle in forever. Acknowledge it, feel it fully. Then ask the crucial question, how do I use this to grow stronger? Every betrayal teaches discernment and the value of loyalty. Every failure builds resilience and reveals what works. Every loss sharpens gratitude and clarity on what matters. Every rejection forges perseverance and proves your worth isn't tied to others' opinions. Here's how pain pays rent. First, feel it fully. Don't rush past or ignore it. Sit with the discomfort. It teaches you your capacity to endure. Most men fear their pain, but when you stop running, you find you're stronger than you knew. Second, extract the lesson. What is this experience teaching you? maybe boundaries you need to set, maybe habits you repeat, maybe skills you never considered. Pain always carries a message. Your job is to decode it. Third, use that lesson to serve others. Your deepest pain often fuels your greatest contribution. Men who've fought depression can guide others to hope. Those who've overcome betrayal can teach trust. Those who've lost everything can show what truly matters. Your scars aren't signs of weakness, they're proof of survival. Pain isn't your identity, it's your teacher. Don't let it define you. Let it refine you. Write in the comments, I turn every pain into strength. Sixth, act in silence. Let discipline speak for you. In a world loud with boasts, struggles, and small victories, the strongest men do the opposite. They work quietly and let results roar. Epictetus taught, stay mostly silent, or speak only what's necessary. Briefly, he knew true strength needs no audience. Talking endlessly about plans tricks your brain into thinking you've already done them. Psychologists call it social reality. You get dopamine from praise for intentions, sapping your drive to act. You become addicted to planning, not doing. Look around. Those loudest about goals often move slowest. They manage image, not value. They perform growth, not live it. Silent discipline is different. It's rising at femme. To chase your dream while the world sleeps. It's saying no to distractions because your work matters more. It's choosing the hard path when no one watches. No, applause follows. It's building something meaningful while others craft social media facades. This doesn't mean being antisocial or secretive. It means discerning what deserves public attention and what demands private devotion. Your daily habits, inner work, and character growth need consistency, not witnesses. There's immense power in keeping your vital work private, without performing for others. You focus fully on the process. Without seeking approval, you decide based on impact, not optics. Without explaining yourself, you save energy for execution. Silence shields your dreams from negativity. Not everyone wants your success. Some will diminish you, discount your progress. So, doubt. Acting in silence makes you immune to their interference. Here's how: train without posting every workout. Build your career without flaunting every step. Hone skills without chasing praise. Solve problems without airing struggles. When you speak, your words carry weight, backed by undeniable action. When you share, people listen because you're not just talking, you're doing. Let discipline speak for you. Let results tell your story. Let your transformation be so profound it makes others wonder what changed, not because you told them, but because they see it in how you carry yourself. Stop performing growth. Live it. The world needs fewer talkers and more doers. Write in the comments, my actions speak louder than my words. Seventh, become dangerous to your old self. Your greatest enemy isn't outside, it's within. Not toxic people or bad luck, but the man you used to be, the one who made excuses, settled for mediocrity, chose comfort over growth. He's still alive, fighting daily to survive. Seneca nailed this inner battle. Writing, you act like mortals fearing everything, but like immortals craving everything. He wasn't just talking fear or desire. He challenged us. Vi hesitate. Procrastinate. Live as if we have endless time to change, letting the old self win daily. The brutal truth: your old self must die every day. That version, with weak habits, low standards, and loud excuses, can't coexist with your future. You must be relentless, raising your stature, persistent in growth, until old habits feel foreign in your presence. Being dangerous to your old self doesn't mean self-hate or denying your past. That old self got you here, taught you lessons, survived trials. But surviving isn't enough. You're not here to drift. You're here to become unbreakable, shedding every thought, excuse, and weakness that kept you small. You don't scroll mindlessly for hours. Your time is sacred. You don't complain without acting. Complaining feeds ego. You don't break promises to yourself. Your word is your bond. The old self said, "I'll start tomorrow." The dangerous man starts today. The old self said, "I don't have time." The dangerous man makes time by cutting the unimportant. The old self said, "I'm not that guy." The dangerous man builds evidence proving he is. You reject mediocrity in every area of life. If your health is average, you make it exceptional. If your relationships are shallow, you deepen or end them. If your work feels meaningless, you find purpose or a new path. You measure your worth by actions, not intentions. The old self was praised for wanting change. The dangerous man is praised for making it. You're your harshest critic and biggest champion, discerning enough to spot flaws, confident enough to fix them. You stop justifying yourself to those tied to your old self. When old friends ask why you don't party like before, you don't explain, you show results. When family doubts your new standards, you don't argue, you prove them. Some cling to your old self because it comforts their stagnation. The danger of becoming dangerous to your old self is that the change is permanent. Raise your standards. And returning to the old, you feels physically unbearable. It's cognitive dissonance. You can't hold old beliefs with new actions. The dangerous man ensures beliefs evolve. People will notice. Some will say, "You've changed. You're different." Not the same. They're right. That's the point. Your old self can't carry what you're building. The new you can withstand any test. Don't improve the old self. Leave it behind. Build a new one. It's bigger than your comfort, your convenience, or fleeting desires. It's about the man you're becoming for those who depend on you, the example you set for those who admire you, the legacy you build for the next generation. Maybe it's for your kids, not just providing, but showing them resilience, never quitting, always growing. Maybe it's your parents, who sacrificed for you, and your strength honors their efforts. Maybe it's the man you once were, who needs the resilient version you're becoming. Maybe it's everyone who doubted you, and your grit proves them wrong. Or it's those who believed in you when you didn't believe in yourself, and your transformation validates their faith. Here's how to find your unbreakable why. Ask, if I had 1 year left, what would I regret not becoming? Not what you haven't achieved, but who you haven't become. What version of you would shame you to leave behind? What level of growth would you regret not pursuing? Your why must stir you when you think of it. It must matter so much that giving up feels impossible. Write it down. Make it specific, personal, so powerful it moves you to tears and ignites your fire. When you're exhausted, that why fuels you. When you're scared, it gives you courage. When you want to quit, it reminds you Quitting betrays everything you stand for. Make it so strong that reading it months later rekindles your resolve. The Stoics knew nothing great is built without a great reason. Your skills may falter. Motivation may fade. Circumstances may test you. But a deep, soul-stirring why will carry you through any storm. Don't just want resilience. Become resilient for reasons bigger than yourself. You've got 8 ways to shift from merely surviving pressure to thriving in it. But knowing isn't enough. Reading isn't enough. Understanding isn't enough. The only thing that matters is what you do with this wisdom. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Don't waste time debating what a good man should be. Be one." The same applies to resilience. Don't just think about it. Start being it. Your transformation doesn't begin tomorrow, waiting for perfect conditions. It starts now, with the pressure you face. That pressure isn't here to break you. It's here to forge you. Your classroom, your chance to prove yourself. The man who started this video and the one finishing it can be different, but only if you choose to make it so. Start with one method. Master it. Then add another. Build resilience with every choice, every challenge, every victory. If these methods resonate, like this video, share it with someone who needs these words. Subscribe, because your journey to resilience is just beginning. The world needs men who don't buckle under pressure. Men like you. Now, prove your strength. Write this final affirmation in the comments. I am resilient, and my journey to unbreakable strength starts now.